Hi, kindergarten. It's Mrs. Coomans again. We are going to be talking about our letter this week. So I don't know if you remember it, but it is the letter Q. And do you remember when you make a Q, there's another letter that follows the Q. It's the letter U. So just remember, when you write a word that starts with a U always has to follow it. So it's like they are married. So the Q and the U are married together. That's when they need to always be together. So we are going to sing our song, our Q song. So remember that your hands have to be like this because we're going to pretend like we're quacking like a duck. Are you ready? The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 quack. The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 all around the pond. Good, kindergarten. Let's sing it one more time. Are we ready? The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 quack. The duck in the pond quacks, quack, 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 all around the pond. Good job, kindergarten. So now I would like you to get some things out. I would like you to get your dry erase board and your sock and your dry erase marker. We are going to practice some letters on the dry erase board. So the first letter that we are going to practice will be the letter B, and B makes a b sound. So we're going to make an uppercase B and a lowercase b. So are you ready? I'm going to get my lid off my dry erase marker. All right, so when we make our uppercase B, we always need to start where? When we're going to start a letter, we always start at the top. Yes. So we're going to make a straight line down. And we're going to go back at the top, half a circle, back up again, back up the same line, and then half a circle once again. So your uppercase B should look like this. Now we are going to make our lowercase b. So we're going to start at the top again. So we're going to make one straight line down. Then we're going to go halfway up this line and make half a circle. So it's almost like the uppercase B, except we do not put a half a circle at the top. So there's my uppercase B and my lowercase b. If it looks like this, you made it the right way. And when you're done that, you can erase your letter B and we'll do our next letter. Okay, so our next letter that we're going to do is the letter E. E is pretty tricky. So the uppercase E, we're going to start at the top. So down, lift, across the top, across the middle, across the bottom. There's my uppercase E. It looks like my top line is a little bit slanted. Maybe I will fix that. There we go. There's my uppercase E, and now we're going to do our lowercase e. And remember our special trick? When we make our lowercase b, we're pretending that we're at a baseball game. We're going to hit the ball, and then we're going to go around the bases. So if your uppercase and your lowercase e looks like this, you made it the right way. If it doesn't look like this, you can try again. Erase it and try again. Okay? If you're done making your E, you may erase your letter E. We will do 2 more letters and then we will move on to the next thing. Okay. So our next letter that we are going to make is a G. G is the sound of the G. So when we make our G, we need to start at the top again. So I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to make almost a full circle, but then I'm going to go up and make a straight line in. So there's my uppercase G. All right, now we're going to do our lowercase g. So when we make our lowercase g, we're going to make a circle first. And then we're going to go back up here and make almost like a fishing hook. Down like a fishing hook. So there's my uppercase G and my lowercase g. If you got this right, you give yourself a pat on the back. And if you did not, you can try again. Okay, erase your letter G and we'll do one more letter. All right, the last letter is going to be the letter S. S is pretty tricky. It's like a snake, right? So we got to make sure we do it the right way. So when we make an S, we're going to start at the top and go around and then back around again. So there's my uppercase S. Make sure it's the right way. We don't want to see any backward S's. And now we're going to do a lowercase s. It's the same as the uppercase, but just smaller. So up, around, and then back again. There's the lowercase s, uppercase and lowercase s. If it looks like this, give yourself a thumbs up. If it doesn't, erase it and just try again, right? The only way that we're going to get really good at making our letters is if we keep practicing, right? We want to get ready for SK and we want to get ready for grade 1. Okay, if you are done your S, you can erase your S and put your dry erase marker away and your dry erase board away and your sock away. And Mrs. Coumans is going to show you how to make an uppercase Q and a lowercase q. So first, I'm going to make my headline. So I'm going to make a nice straight headline. So there's my headline. Now I'm going to make a dotted line, which is our belt line, our middle line. And then at the very bottom, I'm going to make our foot line, the bottom line. So those are my lines. And now I'm going to draw Bob on my lines. There. Here's my Bob. And I'm going to make my uppercase Q. So when we make our uppercase Q, I'm going to start at the top. And I'm going to make one big round circle. So here's my big round circle. Look how beautiful that circle is. And then I'm going to make a little tail. A little line that sticks out of the circle. There's my uppercase Q. Now I'm going to draw my lowercase q. When I draw my lowercase q, I'm going to start at the belt line. So right in the middle, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to make a circle first, and then I'm going to go back up to my belt line, make a line down, and then go up just a little bit and make a little tail. And that's my lowercase q. Oh dear, I just noticed that I put my little stick the wrong spot. Let me fix that in my uppercase q. There we go. There we go. That looks better. So there's my uppercase and my lowercase q. And if you want, you can try this on your whiteboard too. You can even draw Bob and your 3 lines as well. Okay, so there's my uppercase and lowercase q. We are going to now move on to our alphabet soup can. So let me grab my alphabet soup can right here. So this is my letter Q. And I wonder what's going to be in here. What are some things that start with a Q? I have to open my bag first. Here we go. Okay, so here is my uppercase Q. And here is my lowercase q. Some people put a tail on the end and some people don't. This one does not have a tail. But when you're doing your worksheet, I would like you to put a tail on your lowercase q, okay? So the first picture I have is someone who is not a king, but a queen. She is a queen. The next picture is something that you put at the end of a sentence if you're asking somebody. It is a question mark. question mark starts with a Q. Here is a type of bird. This is called a quail. Quail starts with the Q. And my next picture is somebody who is the opposite of loud. They are quiet. He's going like this, which means shh, to be quiet. My last picture is a type of blanket. It starts with a Q too. It's a quilt. Quilt starts with a Q. Good job, kindergarten. So those were all my letter Q video or Q pictures. So now what you're going to do is you're going to get your letter Q worksheets. So this is my SK worksheet. So it looks like there's all different Q pictures on here. So you have to color all the Q pictures and then trace the uppercase Qs and print 5 uppercase Qs beside it. Here are my lowercase Qs, and you have to print 5 more lowercase Qs on here too. Here, SK, you may color in all the Qs. You can use marker, pencil crayons, or crayons to color all the letter Qs here, okay? So that's your job, SK. JK, you are going to do the same thing that SK did on Tuesday. They made a letter Q crown. So you may color your crown, trace the letter Qs, and cut it out on the dotted lines. And when you are done that, you may glue it onto your blue construction paper that Mrs. Cummins gave you to make a crown. Okay, that's your job. After you're done that, Mrs. Cummins also gave you a special game. So this is our alphabet game. And I gave you some pieces for each player and also a dice. So what you have to do is you have to roll the dice. And if it landed on number 2, you would take your little piece and you'll go 1, 2. And you have to say what letter it is and what sound it makes. And the first one who gets all the way up to the school wins the game. Okay, so that's what you're going to do. All right, kindergarten. It was nice to see you, and I hope to see you on the Google Meet soon, okay? Bye, kindergarten.